Okay, you are about to watch the video where I teach you how to make a whole chicken in an Instapot. In the start of my video, I'm going to tell you that it's going to take 25 minutes, but actually it's going to take 35, and when you watch the video, you're going to see that I mess up and I show you how to fix that. But I just want it ahead of time, it's 35 minutes. Hi guys, welcome to Nutrigal 806. Today we are going to be making a whole chicken in the Instant Pot in about 30 minutes or less. And then after that we're going to continue on and make the chicken bone broth. A few things that I want to mention before we get started. This is an Instant Pot if you've never seen one. It does multiple functioning things. It makes soup, stews meat, does beans, chili, poultry, slow cooks, and it's a pressure cooker. It's an electric pressure cooker, not the old kind where you had to wait for everything to jiggle and hope stuff wasn't going to blow up. Or at least that's what I did. Every time I thought this thing was going to blow up, it finally let off steam. This one, no, everything's electric. It does it all for you, and then it just tells you when it's done. It does take about 10 minutes to build up pressure, and then most recipes you can cook in about anywhere from about 20 to 30 minutes. Today this chicken is going to take us 25 minutes with 10 minutes build up of pressure. Anyway, what you do is you put the lid on. It has a vent and a sealing hood right here. You're going to put that to sealing when you're ready to cook and vent when you're ready to let all the steam out. We are actually going to be using the pressure cooking side of this today. Oh, hello. There's this big old pot that pulls out. This is the 6-quart Instant Pot Duo. It also has a rack inside it. So what we're going to do, you want to put a little bit of water in the bottom. I can't, okay. So then this rack sits nice and neatly in here so that when you're done, you can just pull your meat out with the rack. And then you have all the great juices and everything in the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is going to go in our Instant Pot. I'm going to get back behind here so I can show you what we're doing. All right, first off, we have bought our organic, open nature, fresh, whole, young chicken. You can get any kind of chicken. I did take the giblets or whatever you giblets, however you want to say that. I took them out. I don't do that. Not happening. This is all natural, no antibiotics, no hormones. Anyway, so our chicken's behind here, but we're going to use a couple of different spices: black pepper, lemon pepper, onion, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and some pink salt, as well as some Tuscany seasoning that I have here. You can use absolutely anything you want to use to season your chicken. The big things, and because we're making bone broth and it's hot here today, so I'm not going to do a bunch of veggies, but we're putting in carrots, fresh garlic. I don't know if you guys can see this. Carrots and fresh garlic, onions and celery. And that's because a lot of that my kids will eat, but some of it will stay in there and season our broth that we're going to make after this recipe. I've also got purified water, and the reason I want to start with that instead of just tap water is for the bone broth that I'm going to make, it's always best to start with good quality water in the bottom. Also, my kids said this one's awesome because it has Captain America Civil War on it, which makes it better bone broth. Just saying. Not really though, you can use any kind of purified water. Okay, so first things first, we are actually going to season our chicken. And I'm going to move all these out of the way. And I don't measure out this ever, because here's the thing, it's going to have water in there. If it's too over seasoned, you just dunk it in that water and it'll take some of that seasoning away. Plus I don't think you can over season chicken. Just kind of push it in there so it's getting into all those little crevices that you can't see. Now most people, here's the topic of contention right here. A lot of people don't like to use pink salt to season because it takes away the nutrients and the minerals whenever you're cooking it, so they put it on afterwards. I do both because I believe it helps season whatever stock you're making, and I'm a bit of a salt addict really. And you really can't overdo, you can overdo it, but it would be very difficult to overdo this pink salt in a day with the way we use it. Anyway, we're going to get all this seasoning on there, and I'm going to flip this baby over and we're going to do the other side. And you can also get in there if you like, right in that middle bit, and And I'm gonna actually put some of those veggies in the middle here in just a second. You can do this however you want. I just want to show you how easy it is. This has been a very long day for me, and I need a meal quickly because I've got so much going on tonight. We're all busy in the summer, right? We've got things here, there, and everywhere with the kids. All right, so in here, I'm going to stick some of these onions and garlic. Stick them in there. And these carrots. This feels a little violating. Sorry, chicken. All right, we'll just get you in there. Put a garlic or two in there. Why not? Right in the middle there. All right, so we've got our rack, and I'm going to take out just to show you this. You're going to load your chicken on your rack, which I'm going to do it up that way. Okay. Into the pot we go. All right, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Out of my way. I don't know if you can see in here, but you can see our chicken. It doesn't leave a whole lot of room. I bought the 6-quart, and I think it's big enough for our family, but sometimes with this kind of stuff, you've got to kind of maneuver everything and kind of see where it's going to fit. Let me just shove it in there. And you might not use all your veggies. I just cut them up just so I have them, you know. We're going to get a bunch of these. I do want all the garlic in here because that's going to stay in there for our chicken bone broth. And what's going to happen with our chicken bone broth is when we're done and my family eats this whole chicken tonight, we're going to come back and we're going to leave the juices that are in here. We're going to add more, but we're going to put the bones, the leftover bones, anything that's left over from that chicken back in here and cook it for another 2 hours under pressure. Anyway, this goes in there. That's about all I need in there really. Okay, so you want to put some water in here because that's how pressure cooks with water. You have to have a liquid in the bottom. It doesn't matter what liquid. You can put wine, you can put whatever you want in, but it has to have liquid. And I'm just doing 8 ounces right there, and that's about enough for me. Okay. Oh, we got a bit of onion stuck in there. Yeah, I might need a bit of extra onion on top of that. I'm a big onion person. I love onion and bell peppers. Ooh, yum. See, we're going to put that lid on, lock. We're going to switch this vent system here to sealing. Okay, I've got everything in the pot. We're going to hit this meat setting. And what's going to happen, oh, it's already at 25 because that's what I cooked it at last time. But it probably will say 40 the first time you use it. You use these little plus minus to go down. I went down to 25 minutes. Now it turns to on. It's going to build pressure for the next 10 minutes. And then it's going to cook. And in about 35 minutes, we'll come back and check on that. Hi guys. So this thing, like I said, takes about 10 minutes to build up to pressure, and it just switched over to the 25 for the countdown because it built up pressure for 10 minutes. And as you'll see in just a minute, this will go down by minute by minute. Once you hit the bottom, you can either release this little valve up here that will release all the steam within a matter of a minute or two, or you can let it kind of do its own thing for 10 minutes and release steam very slowly, which actually I read online keeps in a lot more moisture in the meat than just releasing it. But we've done it both ways, and I found that the meat is fantastic every single time. So you can kind of play around with what you're doing. Okay, as you can see, we're back. It's down to 1 minute. In just a couple seconds, you're going to see what's going to happen when it finishes that. We're going to then, up here on the very top, you can see there is a valve that says venting. Oh, what is the other one? Sealing or venting. We're actually going to switch that to venting. So just so you can see the difference, you are going to flip this to venting. And I don't know, you kind of can't see that steam coming out because it's not really steamy because we let it vent for 5 minutes first. But that's all going to vent out of there. You can't really see it. Okay, so as you can tell, the steam's coming out. It's only taken about a minute to let all that steam out. And in just a few seconds, we can open this baby. You nearly done? I like talking to my cookware. Okay, see, it flicked this little button pressed down, which means all the steam's done. And we're ready to open. So I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be a little steamy still because well, maybe not. See? All right, can you see that? Looks amazing. Okay, we're ready to take all of this out of here. I just wanted to point out this feature, and this is a feature on the new Pro Duo, which is this brand. The 6-quart Pro Duo is the Instant Pot that I have. It has this neat feature where you can just clip it in there, because you never know what to do with that hot, steamy goodness. Like, you're just like, where do I put it? Where do I put it? Yep, no, right there. That's where it goes. Anyway, I'm actually going to take it out of the picture so you can see what I'm doing. See, and I don't know where I want to put it except in the sink. Okay, so I grab one of these to get this out of here, and this one. Actually, I know what I'm going to do is take these out of here first. So I'm going to scoop some of the veggies out. So when I take the chicken out, this isn't going to fall everywhere. Didn't really pre-think this, but I'm about to. All right. So you can see, oh, see my beautiful chicken right there? So I'm going to let that water drip off, which, let's make a mess, why not? I was going to let it. All right, just right there. Okay, throw that in the sink. I want you to see something, so I'm actually going to zoom you in a lot closer to see this. So here we've got my chicken, and I just want you to see how pull apart this is. Okay, you just, oh, I can't do this with one hand. Okay, so something just happened that doesn't usually happen, and even when I'm doing these videos, and if something does happen, I can go back and fix it, and you guys never know the difference. But I'm not going to do that with this because this happens to everybody. Okay, so I misread the time, and I was supposed to put it on for 35 minutes instead of 25, and I put it on for 25 and it's still a little pink. So all I need to do is put it back on, switch it to ceiling, and then we're going to hit the meat setting and do this puppy again. Okay, so meat, I only need it for another 10 minutes, so I'm going to put it down to 10 minutes. It's nearly done, I just did not do it perfectly. Okay, so as you can see the steam coming out, this is from the Instant Pot, our second time round. For that extra 10 minutes, we're going to take it out, and hopefully it's how I want it to be and I didn't ruin it by putting it in for only 25 minutes to start with instead of 35. Okay, round 2. We've just cooked it for an extra 10 minutes, and it's ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, goodness, hopefully it's done, because otherwise I don't know what I did wrong today, because it turned out perfectly last time, but I did cook it for an extra 10 minutes last time. So, I'm going to burn myself. Okay, I am apparently special with this. Ha ha ha! Suckers! Ooh, that was hot. Why was it not that hot that last time? Okay. Okay, see this? I'm going to pull this baby out, and we're going to put it actually in this. It was a lot easier than doing it on a cutting board. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes this time. Where's that knife? Oh yeah, this is full of the bone. The bone just came out. Alright, let me grab a knife. Alright, well, I don't need a knife, I guess. I can just pull it apart. Like, you guys can't really, oh, got this in the way, sorry. I'll move that, there we go. Move that in a little bit, but this just starts pulling apart, and you can just start serving your family. When we're done with this, I'm going to put the bones back in, and that's another video coming straight after. Alright, thanks for joining us today, but just like I said, when you screw something up or you don't cook it for long enough, it is a pain in the butt with the Instant Pot, because you've got to let that pressure build up for 10 minutes again. However, it's fixable. Threw it in for another 10 minutes, we're done, and we're still done in under an hour with a whole meal, even with the mess up. You can't beat that. You really can't, not for as tender and juicy as this is. I wish you could taste it through the camera, but they haven't come up with that technology yet. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Any questions, just post them in the comments section. I'll try and answer them for you. All right, thanks.